Hi, welcome to Tauros All Access. I'm Lauren Hill, joined as always by Evan Epstein. We have a very, very exciting weekend. This weekend, our Minotaurs are playing the #1 Central Division Bismarck Bobcats. But before we get to that, we want to go through our question of the week that we brought to you on Monday, which was, which non-goalie teammate would you like to put in net and shoot on? And we have the player video responses for you to watch now.
Jordan Gibbs.
Yeah, right.
Mine's Chuck Owens because he's a loser from Minnesota.
Give me the mic. Ty's from Iowa. Don't let me get started about that state. He loves corn. He loves tractors. All right, cut it.
Okay, I got Adam Mahler, John Small, and Gavin Middendorf.
I'm going to say Deeds, just so I can ring him off his head. And yeah,
To shut you down.
yeah,
I used to be a goalie.
Yeah, right. I would
shut
ring
you
him off your dome.
Okay, well, Mahler because he says I talk too much, but then complains when I don't talk. So I don't understand what I'm supposed to do there.
I definitely go Flem. Definitely Flem or Bill. I would piece them off.
I'm not going to lie. I was going to choose Jocko, but he's right next to me. And I feel like if I hit him in the head, it'd be kind of funny.
Mine's Ian Spencer then, just for that comment. So, we'll go shot for shot.
Maybe we'll put him in the pads at the end of the year.
I'll show
Yeah,
him.
we'll do it.
I know the players enjoyed that question a lot, so thank you for creating that question, Evan. But we also would like to interact more with y'all. So comment under this live today what questions you would like to see us ask the players, what questions y'all would like to answer yourselves. Just put in your own opinion and whatnot. We just want to be more interactive with y'all, and we feel like our question of the week is a great way to do that. So please, comment whatever you want to know from the players, whatever question you may want to answer yourselves today under this one. And then remember, please, to comment on Monday's episode every week with your answer to the question so that we can bring in y'all's responses and talk about you as well, because we want to talk about everybody. But other than that, we're going to jump into what's happening this weekend. We are playing Bismarck. Big weekend coming up against Bismarck, here against Bismarck, and there against Bismarck.
Yeah, and it's been a great series against the Bobcats so far this season. 4 games being played. Tauros have won 2, lost 2. One of those wins came in a shootout as we take a look at the Noodles numbers.
All right, so these Noodles numbers are a lot closer than the past few opponents the Tauros have faced. The Tauros do have the edge in many of these stats, but that is due to the large number of blowout victories that the Tauros have had this season.
And that makes sense. The Tauros have the #1 goal differential in the NAHL, plus 85. Next closest is Lone Star, and they're at plus 77. So the Tauros, such high goals per game, low goals against. And that's why you see those numbers there, despite the fact that the Bobcats are 3 points ahead of them.
Yeah, and you look at how these two teams are playing as of recently. The Tauros have, we know, won 11 in a row. Hopefully we keep that streak going. And the Bobcats have kind of slowed down since they've been on the heavy heater of just being #1.
Yeah, and you look at what the Bobcats have done in 2025. They've lost a couple games to the Norsemen. They've dropped 1 to the Aberdeen Wings. And then they've even lost 1 to the Minnesota Mallards. So this is a team that had a torrid stretch all the way through the month of November. But they've slowed down now, and this is the time when the Tauros are getting hot, so the Tauros need to look to continue to use that momentum this weekend and try and pick up 4 points.
Yeah, with the Tauros on that 11-game winning streak, that is what has allowed us basically to claw back into the standings, being just 3 points behind the first team.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we'd be remiss if we didn't take a look at the goalie stats, because not only has Lucas Svedin been one of the best goalies in the league, but so is Tomas Anderson.
Yeah.
You look at the numbers there, and they are spectacular.
Yes, Svedin's .946 save percentage, and he is second in goals and average against.
And Svedin, particularly proud of that save percentage.
Yeah.
I know I was making that graphic, and he took a look over my shoulder, and it wasn't in. He said .946, put it in there.
He knows his stat.
He has been dominant. 11 straight wins when he has started, and he's given up just 14 goals over those 11 games.
Yeah, 23 wins, ties these two players for the best in the league, and we will see if that changes this weekend. I know I'm excited to see these two go head-to-head.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk a little bit about the last time they played the Bobcats. December 31st, Tauros picked up a 6-1 victory, an absolutely dominant win. Adam Mahler had 3 points in that game, a goal and 2 assists. Had an opportunity to speak with Mahler this morning to talk to him about the upcoming series. Take a look. I'm here with Adam Mahler. Adam, the Tauros dominated the Bobcats 6-1 on New Year's Eve. How did the Tauros dominate in that game?
I think we just forechecked them good and transitioned pucks well. I think we just outworked them, to be honest.
You had a goal and 2 assists in that game. What allowed you to make such a big impact?
I think I just found myself in the right spots, and other plays. Spence made a great play on the one goal, and Billy made a great play on the other goal, and I had one shot that went in.
How can you guys try and replicate that performance on New Year's Eve this weekend?
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to come ready for puck drop and play a full 60 and outwork them. I think that's all it is pretty much.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for that little interview with Adam Mahler. To move on to the rest of this season for our Minotauros, though, like we said, this weekend we do play the Bismarck Bobcats, very important series, as well as the fact that our last regular season series of the year is against the Bismarck Bobcats. So lots of rivalry, lots of head-to-head there, lots of important games. But the Tauros have a long homestand coming up at the end of February / beginning of March. We will be home 3 weekends in March, and we want to see you here. That is 3 straight series being played here, so 6 games back to back to back, and we want to see you here. Please, we want to see you in our stadium, in our seats, cheering, cowbells, everything. So please buy your tickets. Like I say every single time, you can click that lovely QR code and get tickets to any game the rest of the season.
Yeah, and to go back to play, that's part of been what's so impressive about the Tauros 11-game winning streak, right? Is that the reason we have that homestand is because they've been on the road a lot to begin 2025. 8 of those 11 straight wins have come on the road. Tauros have been comfortable winning not only here at Mesa Arena, but wherever they've been traveling to. Mm-hmm. And of course, this weekend, Friday, Valentine's Day, is right here at the Pepsi Rink. Saturday, the Tauros will travel to Bismarck. But make sure to show up for Valentine's Day. Tickets.minotauroshockey.com. That's where you can purchase your tickets, or you can scan that QR code up down there over to that side of Lauren. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you buy your tickets. And with that, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.